Check this out. Right here, oh, it gets blurry, but there's a crow, and then there's a crow. I'm just gonna point with things on the screen. There's a crow right there, and then there's a bunch of magpies also around fighting over this nest right here. Oh, there goes the magpie. It looks like the magpies are giving up, but we've been watching them for a little while. But there still is a magpie up there. He's kind of hiding behind a branch there. Oh, there goes a few more magpies leaving. Oh. Okay, this fight is not as juicy as I thought it would be. But that nest right there is always fought over every spring by magpies and crows. Oh, and there's a blue jay joining in. What the heck?
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, there's another blue jay over there. Maybe the blue jays also want that nest. Huh. They actually might be ravens. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that nest is always fought over. I just woke up to that. I thought I would try to show you. Okay. Public. Save. Save. There we go. There, the latest vlog is live. I think. Yes, it is. Doing some more work on this piece. I've added some bubbles and stuff in there. Changed some of the coloring around on her face and stuff. Continuing on. Ashley has the hiccups right now, and I'm gonna go upstairs and try to scare her and see if that cures her hiccups. Ah! I scared you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you still got the hiccups. Okay, it didn't work. I gotta be honest, I really don't know what to do. I'm so freaking bored. It's weird because I'm not really in a position that's much different than what I was before, but the fact that no one can do anything sucks. And I don't know what to film. So I was working on that painting, and I think I like where it's going, so I'm going to continue working on that. But right now I have to go to the post office, but I didn't pack up any of the packages just yet. So first I'm going to do that. I just have to get out of my pajamas. Okay, let's go pack up some stuff. And let me be clear, I'm not really bored about what I do. It's just that in my old shop, I could paint, and then I could weld, I could woodwork, and in my current situation, I can't do that. And I can't work outside because it's too freaking cold. Bam. Well, this order of roses has to go out today as well. So it being cold outside largely dictates what I can do, because everything has to be done inside, and that means that I can only do things that are relatively clean to do, less messy. Like these. I could make these all day long. It gets kind of boring though. I can do pyrography all day long. That gets kind of boring as well. So I am definitely looking forward to it warming up so that I can get to working with my bigger raw material that is too messy to do in the house. I would love it if I could make a dining table or my doors or something like that at a time like this, because there's so much downtime. But I simply can't because the shop isn't up and going and there's snow on the ground, so I can't really work outside. It's too messy to do inside. I think it actually might be my ADD or something. I don't know. When I have a commission, I'm able to like focus on it until it's done usually, but when it's just me doing what I want to do, I like switching it up. Painting, welding, woodworking, sculpting out of clay, just whatever happens to be around that I think I can be creative with. I'm like, okay, I'll do a little bit of this, then a little bit of that, and then kind of go from there. The way that I set up my creative space, it's a conglomeration of basically every creative outlet that I employ, and it's great when it's all ready to be used at a moment's notice. That's how I prefer it. Hank, let's go, buddy. Might have some engine problems. Did you hear the perfect timing of Hank's bark to my starting the car. Hey, what's going on, bud? What? You want to be co-pilot? Hey, come up here. Come on. Oh, let me move this out of your way. Okay, come on. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. I gotta keep that in there now. Okay, down at the post office here they have a lottery ticket thing. If you watch the vlog before I left for LA and then also the fan mail opening, then you're aware of the lottery ticket thing. Let's see. Not a winner. Dang it. Oh well, thank you for who did get me the lottery ticket though. I appreciate it. Whew. Okay, back home. On the ride home, I actually thought of some ideas. Where you going, buddy? Oh, Ashley's here. She's getting eggs. Oh, you got eggs? 4 eggs. Anyways, I thought of what I can do to pass some time. Which is a project that I had kind of on the back burner for a long time now. I'm not sure how I feel about it because it's so temporary, but I think it's going to be super cool at the same time. And I'm not even the first person to think of it. I've seen other people do the same thing. And I've had an idea to do this in 2 places. One underneath my dining table and one right here in this hallway. Hey, you want to come in? Okay. Good boy. My idea for the dining room is a little more complicated than what I'm doing here, so this will be a good test run. So the idea is just to add a little pizzazz to the floor here. It is going to be temporary because we are going to be covering it up with flooring at some point, but I just really want to do it. I think it'll look good. Now I'm making some marks here because when I've seen other people do this, it looks like they use stencils, and I'm not using stencils, so I'm going to pencil draw what my design is, and then I'm going to paint over it after that. It's just a little too risky to start with paint. It's easier to correct things when it's just pencil marks. So first, I'm going to draw my design, and then also making sure all the angles are square. Since the wood is going to be showing through the design, it would suck to start with paint and screw it up. So even though this is a freehand design, I'm hoping that the end result will somewhat resemble an example of symmetry. Now, the hard part is getting everything to kind of look the same on both sides of your pattern. A lot of measuring. But once you finally figure it out, your result should be satisfying. And even though I am doing this
with a pencil first to get the best guideline I can. I do expect some of the lines, or actually all of them, to be imperfect. That being said, the symmetry of the pattern should make up for any inconsistencies anywhere else in the design. Basically, I just don't want to screw up, so using a pencil is my best bet.
There we go. I will likely add to it as I paint it, but my sketch is more or less done. Now I can hit the paint. Done. I just had supper, spilt my water bottle all over the floor, stepped in it, and now my foot is soaking wet. But anyways, back to the hallway runner. Having a close look at it, you'll be able to see all the flaws. The line's not straight, and what do you call it? All the different details in there are a little asymmetrical. Is that the right word? They're not necessarily symmetrical, but as a whole piece, it kind of works. It kind of works. I mean, I don't know if rugs are necessarily perfect, but I like how this turned out. It wasn't necessarily meant to be perfect. It's more so serves as a experiment. We can see how well it lasts with regular traffic going over top of it, because in the future, I am also going to do the same thing in my dining room, but that'll wait until I actually have my full-size dining table built. I haven't built that yet. I may even, although this is up in the air and just an idea, I may even do the one in the dining room on the actual floor. This one here is just on our subfloor, so this is going to get covered up. But on the actual floor, that would be kind of cool. And that one I actually plan to have more detailed, more patterns, I actually want to put pictures in it and color. And I have this idea in my head. This is just temporary, but it may turn into something more when it comes to the dining room rug. Similar to how my kitchen countertops were meant to be temporary, but when we rebuild our kitchen, we may do a plywood countertop again for that, because this is actually holding up pretty good. There are some changes I'll have to make, but who knows? We may just end up doing that. So I'm not sure just yet if we're going to do a temporary painted rug and then see if we like it and then do one on the actual floor or not. We'll have to see when we actually get the dining table built and then paint underneath it and then live with it for a while. And then once we put the floor on, we can decide if we want to do that or not. The beauty about the floor that we're putting on is we can just sand it if we don't like it, because we're just using reclaimed wood to do our floor. Or that's the plan so far anyways. I feel like I'm going to get some questions as to what these two instruments were that I used to make some of the shapes in the patterning here. This is actually like a bushing of some sort that came off of a foosball table that Dakota and I got from the dump and brought here to use as a source of entertainment while we worked on my house before I actually moved in. And this is a bracket that is stuck to the adhesive side of a felt pad. And the type of paint that I actually used for this was just a primer sealer. I thought that would work best for this side of using oil paint. Oil paint would be really smelly, and I didn't want to use that because it takes forever for the smell to dissipate. So I thought a primer sealer would work good. We shall see. Still doing the push-ups every day. All right, see you on another vlog. Frick. Okay.